portion of the race, I guess. Didn't know how to word that, but nevertheless, we are here, and we're in Kansas. Hopefully you guys are having a good day so far. Once again, we're gonna go ahead and finish this race now, pick up where we left off. Just over 100 laps to go at Kansas Speedway right now, and the caution is gonna fly, so I would have known that was going to happen. That would have been my stopping point. Just took the lead away from Eric Jones as the caution flies for the third time in this race. Sorry, the fourth time rather. So fourth time the caution has flown. And it looks like Clint Boyer and Kurt Busch will stay out of the pits here. So the top two stayed out. Everybody else just came onto pit road. Here we go now, green flag back in the air here at Kansas. This is a good one so far. The finish of the race. So we take it 3 wide on the restart here, down to the bottom. What a gutsy move as we slide up the track here, trying to stay off of the one car of Kurt Busch. We did a good job doing so. Again, no Kurt Busch, Clint Boyer on older tires. Now's our time to possibly get around it. Wow, Eric Jones has a big run. And then stuck on the bottom, which is all right, I guess. But want to try to go run all the way across the top side of the racetrack. Allow Kyle Busch to get to the inside of us now. Oh, a little contact with him there. Wasn't trying to do that. He's going to come down the track to a side draft off him and not make contact with him. We're loose there into turn 1. Just trying to get back in the rhythm of things here. Kyle Busch went for the big bold maneuver. We're going to try a crossover move now going into turns 3 and 4. Not quite going to be able to pass him there. Side by side for the lead now between Kurt Busch and Clint Boyer. 99 laps to go. Two guys on older tires able to stay out in front right now. That is good for my sake. They're not pulling away because of it. Kurt Busch currently in the lead, with Boyer in second. On the back bumper of the 20 car of Eric Jones, now looking to the inside of him, coming off of turn 4. Kyle Busch has a big rush of momentum here. We just ran our fastest lap ever here at Kansas. In the Cup Series, a 30.885. Just a blistering fast lap. Currently on the outside of the track here. side by side with Kyle Busch. With Clint Boyer in front of us. Big run now down the back straightaway into the inside of Boyer for second, going into turns 3 and 4. Trying a big bold slide job move, and they're going to get around him. Matt DiBenedetto now up to second.
Hold your line, got one outside. Top 3 medium.
Busch ran a little bit higher of a line there that time, and he's going to have a little bit more straightaway speed than us. We're somehow going to fight to the inside of him here. 93 laps to go, side by side into turn 1, really trying to dive to the bottom of the track. Can we clear Kurt Busch off of turn 2? No, we will not. Still side by side for the lead. Will that allow maybe either Kyle Busch or Clint Boyer to catch us? What a battle going on. Down to the start-finish line once again. And side by side into turns 1 and 2. Again, can we slide up in front of him this time? Big slide job maneuver through 1 and 2. DiBenedetto will clear Kurt Busch of the race lead now down the backstretch. And into turns 3 and 4. Here comes Kurt Busch on the bottom once again. So as Busch changes his line, we go to the top side. He can't quite get there with the crossover move. DiBenedetto back in the lead with 91 to go here at Kansas. So it took about 10 laps off the 11 laps off the restart, but we were able to regain the race lead. Now it's our duty here to try and pull away. Once again, we are in the round of 8. It's just a matter of trying to get those 5 playoff points, 5 more playoff points with a win here today to enter into the round of 8. When we go to Martinsville, not entirely sure when that Martinsville race will come. Not this Thursday, but next Thursday. I want to be done with this season before then. Got some big plans for this champ. Definitely 2 more this weekend for sure. Probably we'll do the Martinsville race likely before the weekend. Before Friday. Likely be shooting at Thursday maybe. Yeah, 88 laps to go right now. This is pretty amazing.
Caution.
And caution will fly once again. So of course here, as the caution flies, we're going to come onto pit road with the rest of the field here. Well, not the rest of the field, but the drivers towards the middle to back of the lead lap are going to pit this time. As it looks like the top 5 are going to stay out. Yep, so the top 5 stayed out. We've lost no spots on pit road. We've won the race off the pit road. So we'll restart in 6th, and we'll see where we go from here. Green flag back in the air once again, following our 5th caution of the race. 84 laps remain. Quickly going to go to the outside here. Likely going to try to take it 3 wide off the restart.
Got one down low now.
Eric Jones in the middle with Alex Bowman there on the bottom. Still trying to keep it going here. Barely able to keep it off the wall. Look at Harvick now trying to thread into the mix. Going to try to follow Alex Bowman up here on the outside of the track. Bowman trying to follow in now behind Kurt Busch. Busch blocks him off big time. And now we got a big run here through the middle. Into the outside of Kurt Busch for the race lead. Kevin Harvick to follow. Slight contact now with Kurt Busch. An accidental contact at that. Big push from behind now from Kevin Harvick. Getting the run here on Kurt once again. Up to second now, right behind Alex Bowman, who just took the lead that last lap. We are digging in hard. Here comes Harvick on the outside. Harvick with a big head of steam. Now we switch to the outside line. Harvick now to the inside of Bowman for the lead. Kevin Harvick out of nowhere looking fast on this restart. Down to the outside of Bowman for second. You know, really battling hard here. Top three kind of pulling away, but Martin Truex Jr. in fact is also trying to catch us.
Still there.
Now a big move down to the bottom here on Alex Bowman. We're going to have the straightaway speed after running the top through the corner. They only moved to the bottom here to pass him and set him up into turns 1 and 2. It's going to work. So now De Benedetto here is up to second. Just over a half second behind Harvick. I'm trying to pull away from Bowman. Maybe slowly but surely try to reel in the number 4 car of Kevin Harvick. Once again, this is the final race with the steering wheel, and it is the final race with this Toyota paint scheme on this season. Trying to win the title here, the Monster Energy Cup Series title with Matt De Benedetto here for Levine Family Racing. Harvick still slowly but surely pulling away from us here as the lead is almost out to 1 second. Now it is a 1 second lead for Kevin Harvick. We are, as of right now, we have a 1 second advantage over third place Alex Bowman. Top 5 are all playoff drivers in the round of 12. Harvick looking for the win here to advance himself into the next round. We had a non-playoff driver win at Talladega in the last race. So I'm currently the only driver locked in with a win. Wow, that was as close to the wall as we have ran all day long there at last lap. Definitely cutting it very, very close. Well, because of it, we are gaining time here on Harvick. Those last 2 laps, we were faster than him. Now quickly, only a half second behind. Now some of that is because he has moved to the bottom the last 2 laps and now make it 3 laps. And Kevin Harvick has been running the bottom of the racetrack. He's giving us the straightaway speed because we are running the top in the corner. for the 4th lap in a row. Harvick moves down to the bottom once again here as DiBenedetto on the top, right up against the wall. Going to have a lot of straightaway speed now, and we're going to get the draft off of Harvick. Harvick, will he go to the bottom to protect? No, he goes to the top to block us off. But we're going to try to squeeze the gap here on the outside of the track, trying to make our lane to get on by Kevin Harvick. DiBenedetto to the lead with 73 to go, but we haven't cleared him yet. And now going into turns 1 and 2, driving it in deep on the top side. Harvick still on the bottom and hanging on strong. And now we're going to clear him down the back straightaway with a big block. And back to the top of the racetrack again here through turns 3 and 4. Harvick going to try to fight back on the bottom again. He is there, but he's not going to be able to get to our bumper off the exit of the corner. We're going to pull away down the tri-oval. And DiBenedetto has now led back-to-back laps. A big win on the horizon for this 95 team to inch even closer to a title. And even just a shot at it in Miami. Obviously, we're already in the round of 8, so from here on out, race doesn't mean a whole lot, but these 5 points, you never know what could happen if we don't win any of the next 3 races. These 4 wins that have come in the playoffs so far are definitely going to help us out. The playoff record is 6 wins over the course of the postseason. Or sorry, 5 wins. 6 would break it. Tony Stewart set that record back in 2011 in his championship campaign. So we'll see if we can get it done for DiBenedetto here and win the title by winning 6 races in the playoffs. Again, we're only 2 wins away, 4 races to go. It is very well doable. That's assuming we win this race. We have 3 right now through the first 5. That's assuming we win this one. We're on pace though, especially if we win. About to catch lap traffic here in a couple laps. 69 laps to go.
Stay high. Car there on the inside. You're all clear on the bottom there. Still there? All right, you're clear there. Still there? All clear. Still there? Final clear.
Caution is out now for the 6th time here this afternoon. 65 laps to go. You can run 60 laps on a full tank of fuel, so we're going to be just outside the pit window. But we are going to pit anyway because we have drivers. Looks like as of the drivers that will be on the lead lap, we'll have 6 drivers at the rear of the lead lap. And we'll be restarting on fresh tires, so we'll want to stay on the same strategy as those guys. So we will pit from the lead and lose the lead. We will go green with 61 laps to go. Top 7 stayed out. We won the race off pit road.
The green flag in his hand. Be ready now.
Didn't gain or lose any spots there. Green flag back in the air here at Kansas.
Car there on the inside.
Will this be the final restart here for the final 61 laps of the race? We'll have to see how this might play out.
Careful, still there.
Already here off the restart. Looking to go 3 wide to the top side of the racetrack. Big side draft there off the bottom on Kyle Larson. Trying to squeeze right in between some of this traffic. Down to the top again. 3 wide, very tight off the corner. Trying to get to the bottom of Bowman. Side drafting off Bowman. Through the tri-oval. Harvick back in the lead. He led the lap under green there as we got back up to speed. Quickly driving through the field though from 8th. Trying to get to 1st in a hurry. To the inside of Harvick going into turns 3 and 4.
Stay low, stay low. You got room. You're clear.
And Matt DiBenedetto for the 6th time here this afternoon will take the lead away at the Kansas Speedway in this finale in the round of 12 in the playoffs with 59 laps to go. Matty B back in the lead. Clint Boyer, one of the first drivers that had pit under that caution, are currently running on the racetrack. We try to pull away from the rest of the field here before guys like Keselowski and Boyer can maybe make a run at us and get us right back. Of course, still plenty of time, but not entirely sure if the cautions are done yet either, but let's have to wait and see how that will play out. Done a good job so far. We haven't wrecked yet. Picking up right where we left off. So my interval between me and the interval between me and Clint Boyer right now pretty much staying about the same. Oh, just kind of got into the wall in 3 and 4 there. And that might actually cost us a little bit of time. Then we're going to try to stay in it. Keep logging the laps away, keep leading these laps. We're going to try a little pit strategy here in about 5 to 6 laps and short pits at the end, because again, I think we're going to be short. I'm not even going to try to save fuel here. Only chance I think we be able to make it is if we get a caution, which isn't impossible to run the final 61 laps and get a caution somewhere in that time frame. If we pit, we know we'll be fine on fuel. It'll just be a matter of whether those tires can last to the finish or not. And I'll keep running the top side of the track. That'll save these tires a little bit. Try not to get too racy with some of those guys. I'll be on fresher tires, so I should be able to blow by them. Again, once we wait at least a few more laps. As far as restarting in the field goes, that was definitely the best restart I've had all day today, and haven't lost the lead since I just regained it with 59 laps left. We're going to pit this time by here. We will have 48 laps to go when we actually get into our pit stall. We have a 3-second lead over second place Clint Boyer. Gonna get hard on the brakes here as we're going to easily get it down to pit road speed. So on pit road for a 4-tire pit stop, we are at this point in the race. This could be the final pit stop of the race. If we get a caution, of course, we will have another one, but again, hopefully we can make it. And 12 laps. Right front tire roughly went down to 70% tire wear, so 12 laps went down 30%. Just have to see. And if we do have to pit again, it'll likely only be a 2-tire stop instead of a 4-tire stop. So we're currently a lap down on the racetrack, but we're going to have the 4 fresh tires now in the field to try and run those guys right back down again.
Got one up top. You're all clear up top there. Got one peeking outside. You got room, you're clear there.
.47 laps to go as we're back up to speed. Once again, we are currently a lap down.
Still there? All clear.
Clint Boyer is now the race leader, and not by a lot over Kyle Busch. Busch in the playoffs. Did not have a good race at Talladega. Did not have a good finish for those points, but he came into this race plus 17. So yes, a win would get him in, but really, he could just finish inside the top 5. He'll easily be able to get his way in, no matter what everybody else can do. And he had some drivers in between him too. He was 6 out of the 8 possible spots to lock in, so even a new winner necessarily won't even lock him or knock him out. A big threat to get out of there, though, as a 2019 champ in real life. For these final 45 laps, will it be enough?
Still there. Clear all around.
Currently we're a lap down in the 14th position, but we are the first driver 1 lap down, as there are 13 drivers on the lead lap as of right now, so that's a good sign for our sake.
You're all clear on the bottom there.
Goal number 1 here, try to get back on the lead lap, of course.
Careful, still there. All right, you're clear. You got room, you're clear there. Clear all around there. Careful, still there.
Very tight there in between the lap traffic and Brad Keselowski. We're going to get by all 3 of those guys, though. The 2 lap cars and the 4th place driver, Keselowski, now along the outside, of course, again. Kyle Busch almost pitched us off, but we stay in the gas. We're able to get around him. Now into 1 and 2 to the outside of Kurt Busch. And we are going to clear him off the exit of turn 2 as well. No lap cars currently in between me and Boyer. How many laps will go by? Can the leaders make it on fuel to the end? We tried short pitting in case they can't. Everybody is likely 1 lap short. From the time we went green, the leaders are 1 lap short on fuel. As Boyer is in first and he had pit. As well, I know Kyle Busch for a back pit. He's battling for second with Kurt.
Careful, still there.
Anybody that stayed out is definitely going to have to pit again. And we're good on fuel to the end, but roll our tires last. We're back on the lead lap at least. We got a shot for sure if Akasi comes back out again. have to wait and see.
Stay on the bottom here. You're clear all around there.
Only 35 laps to go, and now 34 to go for the race leader. Up to 13, passing Daniel Suarez. Each pass battling for position. For the remainder of this race, will put playoff implications on the line for the drivers that are battling to make it in on points into the round of 8.
Stay high. All right, you're clear there.
Well, we're going to try to get the win and get 5 more playoff points for winning the race, entering the round of 8. We have stressed that throughout the broadcast. And now a caution. Caution is out again here with 34 laps to go. 33 to go, really. So 33 to go at the time of the caution for Clinton Boyer. Unbelievable. Well, that means we are going to pit, as will the rest of the field. 4 fresh tires. Half tank of fuel will be enough to fill it up to the end. Seventh caution of the race, excuse me. And it was on Austin Dillon for a spin on the exit of turn 2. We gained 1 spot on pit road. We will restart 12th. We were able to at least get past Coleman there. We lost a spot on pit road. Green flag back in the air. We will restart in 12th. Martin Truex Jr. will spin his tires off the restart there. So we'll easily be able to at least get to the outside of him. A little bit bigger gap than what we wanted here in between us and the leaders out in front. So here we go. Pretty even restart for the most part. This Truex got going. He definitely got going. Oh, slightly into the wall there through turns 3 and 4. It's going to slow us down just a bit. I know we are faster than these guys here in the middle of the pack. Now we just got to get around them. 29 laps to go in the race. This is going to be a dogfight to the finish. Let me tell you, folks. Kurt Busch to the inside of Clint Boyer for the lead here. We're 3 wide, battling back for the 10th position off of turn 2. And down the back straightaway, now to the outside of Truex here as we once again try to keep it going. Slightly demonstrate the wall again. Not too much damage though. We're going to stay in it. Had to get out of the gas a little bit though. We will see some very, very aggressive racing here for the remainder of this one. Through the middle. On Byron and Bowman, a little bit of a Hendrick Motorsports sandwich. And we have just cleared William Byron, who gives us a shot now down the back straightaway. Into turns 3 and 4, right up against the wall. Really trying to run a fast lap time. Now down to the inside, taking it 3 wide through the tri-oval. We're going to get around Bowman. Side by side now for 8th with Martin Truex Jr. into turn 1. And we're going to slide up in front of him in the middle of 1 and 2. Bowman and Truex still side by side back there. What a crazy battle going on right now. Kevin Harvick has now taken the race lead away from Kurt Busch that last lap with 26 laps to go. Remember, 10 to 15 laps for this car to kick in. But when will we be able to drive through the rest of the traffic and get to the lead, though, as well? And maybe the rest of the leaders made adjustments. Will we stay green to the end? We've had 7 cautions in this race, 4 in the last just over 100 laps. Despite only having 3 cautions in the first almost 100, over 160 laps of the race out of 267. He's caught Brad Keselowski now, who Eric Jones has just passed for 6th. We're going to try to pass Bad Brad for 7th. And not a good corner that time for Eric Jones. We're going to try to go to the bottom of Jones now for 6th. We just got around Keselowski for position. Brad going to give us a little bit of a push here off of turn 4. We can't clear Jones yet, but we will beat him to the line at least. And now we clear him here just before we get into turn 1. But he stayed right in the gas as we ran through the middle. Keselowski on the bottom now, trying to get around Jones, who ran the top. They're side by side down the back straightaway. Kyle Busch in 5th. Trying to work on Clint Boyer for 4th as Harvick is slowly pulling away from the 2nd place driver, Kurt Busch. Followed right behind Kurt Busch is his teammate, Kyle Larson, in the 42 for Chip Ganassi Racing. Kyle Busch looking for that point on Clint Boyer. Maybe he's got a shot to win the race, who knows. But as they race with each other, that's going to allow us to catch them. Look at them. They're door to door. Boyer trying not to give them a lot of room on the bottom. Going to cost both of them time. We go to the outside of Boyer now. Into turn 1 for 5th. Kyle Busch trying to block Boyer off on the bottom.
Still there.
We're going to have a lot of straightaway speed now on Kyle Busch as we go 3 wide up through the middle. Battle for 4th is on. As we try to go to the inside of Kyle Busch through 3 and 4, and we clear Busch off of turn number 4. Up to the 4th position is Matt DiBenedetto. Currently the highest running Toyota in the field. 20 laps to go. Oh, big loose moment there through 1 and 2. Staying in the gas though. Just trying to work through. Battling the car's looseness this late in the race. You can tell we're driving hard. Just digging in deep for everything we've got. Now to the inside of Kyle Larson. Into the tri-oval. Side by side for 3rd. Still side by side into 1. Larson trying to side draft off of our right rear corner panel there. We're going to slingshot our way into 3rd. And now closing into the back bumper of the number 1 car here of Kurt Busch. Busch blocks us on the top. We're going to try to squeeze in between Busch and the wall. Not going to work. A little bit too aggressive there. That time in the corner, trying to keep it going. Big loose moment. Somehow able to save it on the racetrack, and the caution will fly. That was a very, very risky moment in the race there. My goodness, we will have... Gosh, she came out with 19 laps to go just before we caught lap traffic. We will have 15 laps to go on the restart. That was a scary moment. I didn't think we were going to be able to save it there once we... I mean, we got into the wall a little bit, but then once we got hit from behind there from Larson as well, I just didn't think it was going to be enough to save the car. Green flag back in the air now. Larson taking it 3 wide to the bottom of the track. We're going to try to follow him through turns 1 and 2. Kyle Larson to the lead here at Kansas. Still 3 wide for 2nd on back.
Careful, still there.
Kevin Harvick will go from the lead to 4th place on the restart. And now falling back even further. He's still stuck in the middle. Boyer passes him. Kyle Busch is going to pass him. Now to the inside of Kurt Busch we go here for 2nd with 14 laps to go. Larson all the way to the top. We're going to clear Busch here through 1 and 2. Big run on the 42 of Kyle Larson, and a push now from behind here from Kurt. To the inside, side by side for the lead into turn 3. DiBenedetto on the bottom, Larson on the top.
All right, you're clear there.
Big slide job coming off of turn 4, and Matt DiBenedetto will take the lead for the 7th time today as we have 13 laps to go at Kansas. What a pass this late in the race. Unbelievable. We are not done yet. Twelve laps to go. Larson not really going away. He's just over a second back, battling though with Kurt Busch, and that could allow us to pull away. Both those Chip Ganassi drivers battling for every point possible, especially Kyle Larson, who is seemingly in a must-win situation entering this race. Not exactly, but he might be. And now he has moved into second, just past Kurt Busch. Larson now hoping for a caution and another restart here as we have 10 laps to go here at Kansas. And again, we've had 8 cautions so far today. Will we have another? Kurt Busch now, slide job move, trying to get back around him. Oh no! Big moment off of turn 4, slapping the wall. And the caution will fly once again. Going to give us even more damage. 10 to go. We get another yellow, and that might hurt the car here. Just a little bit of a loose moment, and some of that might be because of the damage that we currently have. Wow. We will restart with 6 laps to go from the lead, but again, how much damage do we have here in the 95 car? Kurt Busch was in second at the time of the caution. Larson in third. Green flag in the air. Who will get the restart here? We're even right out of the gate. Kurt Busch trying to stay right on the right rear quarter panel. Trying to side draft now. As we go into turns 1 and 2 to the top side of the track, back down to the bottom. Trying to block off every move possible here from the number 1 car. Larson. Could this be his last gas to try and make the round of 8? Into turns 1 and 2 to the top of the track. Larson on the bottom. Larson has just cleared Kurt Busch off of turn 4 for second. But once again, 5 laps to go for DiBenedetto. We cannot make another mistake in this race because they will be close enough now to pounce. Gotta keep control of the car. Keep my emotions in check. And just race it back to the finish. Larson all the way up against the wall, trying to gain any little bit of time he can. Kyle Busch now up to third on the restart with 4 to go. I wonder if Larson's going to have enough points to make it into the round of 8 even with a second place finish. He just got passed off of turn 4 by Harvick. Harvick, the second fastest driver in the field most of the day. And even at most times he has been the fastest driver in the field. And now he's back up to second. That is going to cost Larson another point. And now he's back to 4th. Kyle Busch has just got back around Larson. And Larson has now dropped 2 spots. That is 2 points in the last 2 laps. And he's got his teammate Kurt Busch, who is also battling for points just behind him. Battling him for 4th. 2 laps to go. And if we get to the white flag, that will signify that the next flag will end the race, whether it's the yellow or the checker. 9 cautions today, and a lot here on this second half of the live stream here at the Kansas Speedway. But nevertheless, off of turn 4, we're going to get to the white flag. White flag in the air, 1 lap to go in the race. And DiBenedetto has all but sealed this race, just over a 3-second lead on Kevin Harvick. Kyle Busch trying to battle him once again. Every point, I'm not sure how the points are stacking up right now. Larson barely trying to hold on to Kurt Busch, and now Busch has gotten back around Larson. Larson fighting back for 4th again. Very vital situation there, but as we come off of turn 4, Matt DiBenedetto will win again this season and again in the round. DiBenedetto wins at Kansas for the Hollywood Casino 400. And now a burnout victory celebration time here in this one. Time to do our victory donuts here in this one, and the engine blows fairly quickly there. But nevertheless, a pretty good race. 2 hours, 15 minutes total time, 135 minutes that is. Kyle Larson finished 5th, got passed in the final corners through 3 and 4 by Kurt Busch. And Larson did miss by 13 points anyway, so even losing those last 3 points didn't matter. Larson had to win to get in. He couldn't get the job done. Therefore, Joey Logano will be the last driver to make it into the round of 8. So it'll be DiBenedetto as the number 1 seed. Brad Keselowski is the 2 seed. Denny Hamlin 3. Harvick 4. Kurt Busch 5. Kyle Busch 6. Alex Bowman 7th. And Joey Logano once again 8th. With Chase Elliott missing out. Ryan Blaney, Martin Truex Jr. surprisingly, and Kyle Larson all missing the next round of the playoffs. Once again, that is going to be it here for this one. Thanks for watching as always. I'll see you guys in the next video. Hit the like button if you enjoyed the commentary throughout the course of this race and or the video. In general, the racing action, all of that. Also leave comments down below. I can't wait to reveal to you guys in the coming weeks what I have in store for this coming NASCAR season. Subscribe for more NASCAR Heat 4 and other future related NASCAR content, and I'll catch you next time.